Hello, I'm Pete, and I'm your KickServe, typically your KickServe support guy and your customer success person in charge. Today, I'm going to give you a walkthrough of the entire program, from give you an idea of who KickServe is, where we came from, the different industries that we market to, and then get into the program and how that generally works. So here's our website. I encourage everybody to come to it, kickserve.com. We have our 14-day free trial. Easy to sign up, no credit cards required. Just put your name in there. We give you a subdomain name, and then make you give you a password, and then you're on your way. Here are some links that you should know about from our webpage. So if you click on Tour at the top here, we will walk you through all the highlights of the program. Another one is our pricing. We just recently updated our pricing. What's been recommended is for people starting off is they go month to month. But if you're excited and you want to save 20%, then here we have an annual plan, and we've really made it simple. So if you're really small, mom and pop type, here's your basic $39 a month. And understand this, all of our plans, you get all the features that we offer. What is in addition is any kind of integration with Xero or QuickBooks. That is an additional $10 a month for Xero and QuickBooks Online. Now, QuickBooks Desktop, a little bit of a different beast. We charge actually $50 a month for the desktop version. And that, again, that's for the basic, standard, Pro, Pro Plus. Now, as your company grows, you go from 5, 10, 20 users or / employees. Then we have the Pro Plus, which is new, and that's unlimited users. Plus, what you get here with the Pro Plus plan is you are also getting access to our parent company's features of digital marketing. You're getting their call recording, you're getting the tracking, you're getting the email campaigns, marketing analysis, and such. And I'll go over that in just a little bit. Now, with any good program online, you need a good list of resources so that you can train yourself, train your employees, your technicians, and get a hold of support, technical support when you need it. So here under the resources link is our resources page. And I'm constantly updating this almost daily with new and improved stuff, rewording stuff, making it better and simpler. So here's our support contact information. Here's sales. Now, the two links you really wanted to pay attention to when you're first getting started is just that. Your getting started link here. And this is going to show you how to set up your account. It's paramount that you set up your account first thing and do it correctly and take some time to set it up. That sort of sets the cornerstone to how the rest of the flow and the integration into your business is going to be set right here. So we recommend you take some time to walk through this. Also know this, when you sign up and you're a paying customer, I will personally take 15 minutes and do a one-on-one with you at no extra charge to help you go through some of these and help you set up your account correctly and get you off in the right direction. So, next. All right, so just also should highlight too that we're also on the App Store, we're also on Google Play Store, and we have a mobile app for both the Apple and the Android. And I have a video I can share with you guys later and point you to show you, to give you a walkthrough on the mobile app. So down here, at the bottom are some more links that you probably should be aware of. One, if you want to know about us, here's our About link. Yes, we have been doing this for quite some time. Originally as a plumbing company, we were one of the largest plumbing companies in the United States. And I had the privilege to work with this company for 5 years in their sales and customer support area and help grow this and bring this online. And so here's pictures and profiles of us. And so we've been around for a long time. We know what we're doing. We have good backing, and we have a good support team of developers and sysadmin. That's important when you're considering products to also hit your business too. You don't want a fly-by-night company. Okay, so once you get your free trial started, this is where you're going to use the Getting Started link in our website. Basically what this is going to do is going to take you through our settings. This is a little gear or flower, some people call it. But you're going to want to go through each one of these, set up your name and address and phone number. Account and billing will be handled for you as a trial. We encourage you, if you use QuickBooks or Xero, is to get that integrated right away during your trial period. It won't it won't update your QuickBooks necessarily, right? The initial synchronization brings your QuickBooks and populates your Kickserve. So no real worry about disrupting your QuickBooks. And if you have any questions about that, just come down here, this orange smile, and ping us and ask that question. If you're concerned about the integration with QuickBooks, we can help you. Now next would be you're managing your users. This is where you're going to set up your employees, and we can go through that in more depth. Setting up any kind of notifications, probably upload your logo. And then we have our customer account center and lead form, which we can go more into in another maybe webinar or video. It's a little more in depth, but here your services, these are going to be your titles basically to your jobs. Take some time to label or to list out all the various services you do, sort of like job titles. Okay, now if you're using QuickBooks or Xero, your item list will come from your financial software into here. Otherwise, if you're not using those, you will hand type these in here one by one. Okay, so we have tagging. Tagging is another way of basically categorizing or really tagging your work or tagging your contacts for reporting purposes. And I'm just flying over these very quickly. These are kind of other videos and webinars that I give. Taxes come from your QuickBooks, from your financial software if you're using it. Otherwise, you hand type those in there. Your vendors are going to be vendors that you buy parts and supplies from. This does not synchronize with your financial software. This is only for internal expense reporting. Customer sources, this is another way to track your marketing dollars. I hope everybody's asking when the phone rings, how did you get our number today? How did you find us today? So that you can track to see what kind of return on investment you're getting on your marketing dollars. And you're going to do this by tagging them as, where did this job come from today? The source. Reports, this is a productivity report we have. You can allocate your percentage of the job to your technicians and the business. Documentation, this is where you're going to set up your templates, so when you're emailing estimates and invoices and work orders, you can have defaults, notes, and terms. Okay, messaging templates, this is where you can sort of customize your emails when you're emailing an estimate or emailing your invoices, or send out customer reminders. This is where you customize those. Custom fields, we have another way of capturing data, custom data, by creating custom fields. We can go over that. That's another kind of in-depth topic. And then we have our add-ons. And this is where we'll get into just a little bit where you're going to add on, integrate with our various partners. So let's start with how to create a new customer. So up here on the upper left, this is down here on the left-hand side is our navigation column. And this is a real easy way to create contacts for the most part. So you click new contact, right? You're going to choose if they're a company or residential type person. Fill in the blanks. So address, service address, who they're going to bill. Again, where did they get your name and number? Choose the tax. Any special instructions. gate codes, special instructions and directions. And then here's a list of custom fields. Don't concern yourself with these. These are my custom fields. We'll go over that later. So that's how you're creating your customers. Once you get your customers in there and you start having people contacting you, you're going to want to be looking and staring at your dashboard. Now, the dashboard is a great way for your production manager, the owner, people to take a snapshot, just a quick view of what's going on today. So in this case, I can see I have 2 jobs scheduled today. I have 9 for the week, and I have 39 for the next month. Now I can also quickly see here that I have 11 new opportunities, which a lot of you call estimates. Right? They're unscheduled. They need to be looked at. Someone needs to take action on them. And so this dashboard is really great for managing and pushing your service through your production line, or as we call the customer flow. Right? They come in as a new unscheduled opportunity. Let's get them contacted and scheduled. Let's get those estimates done and sent to the customer. And then let's manage them so those estimates get viewed. Now, once they get viewed, let's get them won, W-O-N, so they can get onto my job schedule. So here's 6 jobs that are unscheduled. Someone needs to come in here and take action and get these scheduled so that they can get on my production list, and so that I can see that I have 1 today is in progress. I have 4 on hold. These are numbers that areas I would go look at as a production manager and see why are these on hold, how's the one job doing in progress, and then what status, what do these jobs need to be done with, right? Now, once they're completed, right, they're going to come down here and they need to be invoiced. So here is the number of unsent invoices. I sent 6 of them, 2 of them reviewed online, and I still have 9 unpaid. So for my AR person, he or she needs to take some action on that. That's how you're going to use the dashboard. Super powerful for the production manager. So these links here basically are going to take you to these 2 links here, these 3 links I should say. So if you're to click on 11 new opportunities, you're going to come to what we call here on the left-hand side our opportunities index page. So this index page is going to break it down a little bit more for you in different ways, right? So here's your 11 new, unscheduled. Here's your 6 scheduled, and the dollar amount, and so forth. So let's say we have these. Let's go back to our new. Let's take one of these and click on it. Here we go. So I need to get this scheduled for my customer, Karen, and I'm going to go, first thing I need to do is talk to her about a schedule. Then I'm going to come in here and I'm going to schedule it for the date and the time, the end time and date. I can put an event, on the door, knock on the door and ask for Tom for some reason. Husband's home, wife's away, right? And I'm going to assign it to one of my technicians, Bob R here. I can assign it. There's the event added. Now it's on Bob's schedule. I can even announce it to Bob here, right? He's on the road. Bob, you have this, impromptu job that came through. You're in the neighborhood. Confirm. Now Bob is, by me doing that, Bob is getting a text. He's also could get an email as well, giving him the basic information, where to go and who to contact. Okay? We even have this feature here where we can send an email to your customer here that you're on the details, and you can even, the technician can probably, you can even send that you're on the way. Okay, so one of the things that is powerful about this estimate feature we have is when you can view the estimate, you can email the estimate to your customer. And what's really powerful and is pretty unique to our program from all the rest is that you can check this box here, and when you email it to your customer, they will be required to sign it and approve it. Pretty powerful stuff. Now, if we're just going to clip along here, we're going to send this to them. your technician, even while he's out there on the job, if he has a mobile app of some sort, he could even out there preview this on his mobile app, just like so, with your customer. I have no data in here, no notes or anything, but they'd have all the estimate charges on there. Then he or she could then even click right here and collect the signature if you needed it. And there it is on there. And then they could even go back to the opportunity. Customer likes it, and they could mark it 1. Just like that, right from the field. Here we go. And with some of your industries, right, you can get to work right away. I know in plumbing, that's the way we operate. We won the estimate, and we usually got to work immediately. You can also do this from the office if it takes more time to mock up your estimates. So now we have completed our estimate. So I'm going to mark my event complete for it, and now I'm going to schedule my work if we want to be super technical about it. Same day, just at a later time today, and my Bob's out there. He's the guy that's going to do it, and away it goes. Now I have a scheduled work. So see how I won the estimate, and it instantly became a job for Karen. So that takes us down into the job queue or the job index page at the speed of light. Same thing. I got 6 unscheduled jobs that need to be scheduled. I have a whopping 488 scheduled. This could be a lot of future repeat jobs into the future. And then I have 1 in progress, 4 on hold, and then I have 217 completed. Now I should point out now, here's a way to filter this page out too. So if I want to see, ones this week, hit this week and apply. Now I can see that I have 10 scheduled this week. I can also see, if I want to see just how many does Bob R have, and apply. So this is kind of built-in report right from this page here that you can see. That's how that works. So a lot of you guys as businesses have repeating jobs or maintenance contracts that you do. So here's how this works with Kickserve. So here's the list for our Raphael. We're doing a repeating job, or we have a maintenance contract with him. As you can see here, it's going to list them all out into the future. We have 5 of them. And here's how I did that. So I created the first job, like you've seen me do already. But then once I create the first schedule job, I can come up here and now say repeat. And I can tell it to repeat daily, weekly, monthly, yearly. I can say it's every week, or it's every other week, every 3rd week, and so on. I can say it never ends, or I can say it ends after, like I had, 5 times, or it's going to end on a specific date into the future. And then once you do that, it's going to create the jobs out for you into the future, just like this. I could even have put in charges. So if I know what the charges are going to be each time, I could have had the charges in there already. I could still do that even after the fact. I can come in here and add a charge, just like so, because my items are in here. And I'm going to put a basic repair, weekly, of something or other. I'm going fast here for everybody's time's sake, and it's going to be $100. Quantity is defaults to 1, and it's going to overwrite the whole series. Is what it's telling me here. So I do want it to do that. It's going to do its magic. So if I go back out here now to my screen, we will see that it'll update all the jobs. All right, so now you'll see that on his preventive maintenance jobs, he has $100 on all of his jobs in the future. So it works pretty straightforward like that. And let's see, what's next on this? We should probably then, so once you have a job, right, you're going to want to invoice this job. So let's go here to one of the jobs, pick one. This is how you generate, it's really easy just to invoice a job. You're basically just going to click generate invoice. You don't have to mark it complete. And I mean by that, by the whole job complete. So after you've completed the event, which is usually the technician's job to do, then you're also then going to want him or the office to mark the whole job complete. And each company, each business has their own criteria for marking the job complete. Some want to collect payment. So here with the invoice now, I can collect payment in the payment type. Pretty straightforward. I'll go over paying with a credit card online in just a second. Collect signatures. Marking it paid is manual. You have to do that manually. Preview it, email it. So now once you have an invoice, see how it comes down here now on your navigation column to the invoice column. This is where now we're in the invoices index page. We show all unpaid versus all paid. So this is another place where it helps you manage. You can have your ARs person or somebody manage getting these paid for and getting these moved over to the paid column. Okay, so that's the highlights of Dashboard Opportunities, Jobs, Invoices. Now, sort of like circling back to your contacts, because we have to have a contact to make an opportunity for or a job. But one thing we should point out here, which is a lot of you may have too, is the sort of parent versus work location or parent and child relationship with some of your multi-locationals. So a real obvious one is property owners. So here's I don't know, just made up a restaurant chain. And out of this restaurant chain, they have various locations. And this being my test account, I have a bunch of sort of crazy names that I've created over the years for various reasons. But here's are my work locations. So it's pretty easy to do this, to create these, right? You could come to the parent, in this case, my Two Amigos parent record, and just click the plus sign. And you can see now I'm going to fill out the name, but I'm also going to check this. This is a service location of. You can change this to what you want. It's going to default to your parent's email and phone number. And but this is where you change the service address, right? So new service location. And are you going to build the address or are you going to build the parent? Or some rare cases, you're going to build an entirely different address altogether. And still, you want to mark down where they got your name and number, any difference in tax codes, and special instructions. And then again, disregard these. Those are my custom fields. We'll go over those later. So that's how you're going to keep track of your properties or your multi-locational accounts using Kickserve. Now we should probably just work on way down here to reports. We have a pretty good reporting feature here. Not only down here, we have our built-in sales and marketing, work reports, and financial reports, but we also allow for various custom reports. This can be pretty complicated at first, but I have a webinar and a video that goes into this in depth. But here's your various templates that you start off with to create your custom reports. And these custom reports work very well if you've taken your time to make sure you've listed out your services and your tags and your sources thoughtfully. Makes the reporting just that much better and powerful. One report that is quite popular, I should point out while we're here, is our time card report. So if your technicians are filling out their jobs, so we can take one here, job real quick. And down here on the job, they can fill out their time. So if they're down here filling out their time, so Bob was on this job on the 27th, completed the work, and he was out there for 2.5 hours. We allow you to build this, put this as part of the invoice or not. But simplistically, it's just a way to keep track of the time. And when they do that, then we can come to our reporting, and under reports, under our time card report, you can see the time they spent down here in finance. So for the 27th, and here it is, the one I just filled out for the customer, job number, and so forth. So we don't do payroll. It's been emphasized that we don't do payroll, and this does not sync with QuickBooks yet. I do not have an ETA at this point on the time card information syncing with any of our integrations. So now we're moving right down. We'll move down to our calendar views. All right, so one of the things you can do on your job or a customer is you can create reminders. So now not only can you schedule work, but you can add a reminder. So these reminders, so return and pick up tools left behind. All right, so there's Bob's. So how do you follow up on that for Bob? Well, you come to his schedule, and you can see that you assigned him a task, and it will be. So here you can follow up with the reminders. You can see this is the one I just made for Bob. So again, your production manager or the lead can go through here each day and see what was created today, what tasks are overdue. And I gotta tell you, most of the time they're done. Just the technician or whoever just forgets to come in here and mark them complete. That's what happens. So moving on down, then the map. So we go to calendar. Here's your standard, 30 squares. You can look at it by day, look by week, by month. These views are very limiting. So if you have a busy organization or more than 3 or 4 people in your org, these tiny squares get filled up pretty quickly. So we have created 2 other views for you. Here's a dispatch view. This dispatch view will show you where your jobs are located. It doesn't track your technician, but it's going to show you where you have a job. And here, mine are spread out throughout the United States. But the most popular view we have is our resources calendar view, right? So you can look at it by day and by week. And in all these calendars, really, you can create your job. So a lot of my customers like this to do it this way. They create their contact up in contacts, but then they come here and find where is my open slot for the job needed. So here I can see that, again, Jonathan's open tomorrow. I can simply click here, and there on the date, I can start creating a work. I can create an estimate for and assign it to him. Same way. I can even create reminders for people. And this is the place, too, where you can create time off for everybody in your organization as well. So one other powerful thing I should show you here, highly liked, is let's just say that this job here is unassigned. So we found that John is open tomorrow. We're going to drag and drop it, confirm it. Very cool. It's done on most all of your views. You can drag these around and drop them and confirm them. Anyway, good feature, very popular. Then moving on down through our calendar, we have our various integrations. We have the original integration, which is our QuickBooks. And so if you're going to integrate with QuickBooks, this is the page that you're going to see whenever you hit Generate Invoice. You're going to come into Waiting Approval queue. And what you're going to simply do, just to give you a quick run through, is you're going to mark them off as you approve them, and you're going to come down here and say Sync, And then what that does is puts it in this queue. Now, I am integrated with QuickBooks Online, so my button to sync with QuickBooks is right there. If I had QuickBooks Desktop, I have to run another program to get it to sync. That's called the Web Connector, and that's a little bit outside the scope of this, but just one extra step. All right, and then we work our way down to online payment. Stripe is a very popular and fast-growing company online. We've integrated with them. We've also set up special pricing with them. You can see right down here, this is our special pricing, 2.2%, and Visa and MasterCard 3.5, American Express. Oh, I'm sorry, 3.5 for American Express, and then 30 cents per transaction. There's no other fees, and this is a negotiated better price than you can get just going straight through Stripe. Anyway, the integration is super simple, but again, you have to have a Stripe account, and then once you have that, you come here, and it's a couple clicks, and you're integrated. Super powerful. Your technicians can do this from the website on a mobile device. Again, not through the mobile app, but on the mobile website. They can collect payment for you right there before they leave the premises. And if we work our way down, here's check-ins. Check-ins is just that. This is where a way you can track your technician. Sorry, I'll get this thing coming into view. So what this is basically check-ins. So it's not tracking your technician as they drive down the road. This is every time if they're using the mobile app and they've allowed the mobile app to track them, every time they open up the app and click on one of their events, you will get a check-in. So you will know if they're checking in from the house or if they're checking in from down the street or where they're completing their job, basically. Now, this is the map. You would see it driving around. I've done a much better job. If you go to our resources page and go under mapping and GPS, it explains it in much better detail, and I provide a much better map of how it would work. I've shown myself driving around and checking into my job as I drive around my service area. Okay, so moving down the navigation column, we come to the Reach Local. Reach Local is our parent company. They're the marketing and researching, the digital marketing experts here. And what we have here is that we integrate with them. And where you can get details on that is through our marketing tab here. So if you're interested in growing your business and you need more leads and you want to be able to track your marketing dollars and know what kind of return on investment you're getting for each time someone clicks on your ad, are they calling you, are they not contacting you? These are the people to contact. And again, with the Pro Plus plan, you get this included. Super powerful. So if you're in the position to start growing your business and you need more leads and you want to track your marketing dollars much better, this is the link you need to click on to learn more, and we'll have one of our Reach Local marketing reps contact you. So that is about all the time we have. Now, to get your more questions answered, the best way is to come down here to the bottom right, click on our orange smile, click on New Conversation, and down here in the very faint white is Start Your Conversation and ask your question. I have a question from the sales demo, and so forth. And we'll get right back to you. And again, if from our resources page too, I can just make sure I point out here at the very top, if you come to our home, again, here's our support number. Not the optimal way of getting hold of us, but it's also an option. And also emailing us too. It's probably the second best. Okay, well, thank you for listening. And please go through our resources and how to sign up for a free trial. Integrate with your QuickBooks or Xero if you have it, and ask us lots of questions. Thank you.